Hi there guys, I'm Amlan and this is a tutorial for my channel explainwithexamples.com, and I'm very excited today because I will be teaching you all something very important, and that is the concept of arrays. So what are arrays, why we use it? Well, we'll look at it step by step. First and foremost, I guess this is already a new file. Well, this is concat file, I don't want to do it here. I will do one thing. This is a new, I've just pressed Control N, so it gives me a new page. I'll just name it, so I will do Control Alt and S, so it gives me an option to save like the thing what I want. So let this be my 11th chapter, 11th array, and I'll just do that. I was excited on account of two reasons. One is that I have just done a few things, so which actually makes my code look more beautiful. So I just opened and closed my PHP codes out there, already established a connection with my local host, and you can see that PHP coding basics is basically the thing which will be pointing to my stuff, and this will be 11 arrays PHP. So as of now it's not pointing anything because we have not written any code. Okay, so what are arrays? Well, typically we have already studied variables. What are variables? If I was to store my name inside this variable, which I write as name, you will see that I can store only a single value. Obviously, if I echo it out, now don't be wondering how come my variables and everything are looking so sleek and different. It's because I have used style configurator to actually make all my codes look a bit neat and clean and efficient. Actually a bit sleek. Now since I have echoed out this variable, you can see when I reload it, oh god, undefined variable. I guess this was equal to sign and I messed it up there. So I'll just save this and I will reload it, and there you go, it has printed out my name on the screen like expected. But there may be a time like when you may be asked to store values inside your variable. Well, here we have stored a single value inside the name variable, but we are not in a position to store more than this single value. Say I had a class of 4, and or rather group of 4, my best friends, and I wanted to store them. So how do I do that? That is the time when I actually need to make this variable a array variable, and it's very simple. I simply write array and I have this parenthesis surrounding it, or rounded brackets, whatever you may call it, and inside the rounded brackets I then basically have my uh, values. So typically in normal arrays, which are non-associative arrays, the indexes, or rather the keys, are always one. Any array by default is always a key value pair. So when I write something here, say I write Amlan, say I write Prashant, say I write Dev, and say I write here Ronald. So these are like 4 string, simple string values. So this is a string data type array. Note that we could have very well kept integer data types also, but we cannot mix the values. I mean, array cannot contain both integer, I cannot like do something like 1. No, I can't do that. I can't mix integers with strings. No, that's not permitted. So I have to do it like this. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense. And now the point what I was arriving at, presently now you see that the name variable, which was earlier not an array variable and was capable of holding just a single value, and the value was myself, I mean I was the string variable which I was containing inside that variable. Now this variable can contain multiple values. So this is what arrays are all about. It's like it has slots inside it, and the slots are defined by the values which you give. The slots are called as indexes or keys, and any simple non-associative array would always have indexes or keys starting from 0. So typically now when I echo it out, echo name out, it will echo simply array. Okay, so let's try and check this out. So when I do this, there is some problem here. I'll just do one thing. I don't know why it's giving this name. I mean, I'll just reload this. Oh, okay, I've not saved it, I guess, in the first place. Now let me reload it. There's some problem. Just give me a moment. I'll just pause it and find out what the problem is. So welcome back, guys. Well, the problem which was there was that we were getting a notice, and notice was there because if I went to my PHP INI file, what it was set, the error reporting was set to, you know, like all. I'll just try and show if it's possible now. Let's see if I can just check here. So it was earlier displayed as all. So it was meaning that even notices would be there, runtime notices would be there. But I have now made it all and not including notices. So we won't be getting runtime notices. Okay. So this was the problem. Now that I have like done that, I restarted all services. That actually included Apache, which needed to be restarted because that is where our code gets compiled, PHP being a server-side scripting language. And now if I like save this and run it, you can see that echoing the variable just echoes out array because this contains the array with it. It is now no longer containing, like, I mean, obviously the array contains with it itself the key value pairs. So the key 1 contains Amlan, key 2 contains, sorry, key 0, or rather the index 0. It starts with the index. So the index 0 has the value of Amlan assigned to it, index 1 has the value of Rasham. And the way to do that is, way to bring out the values is by echoing out the index. So the 0th index will actually bring out Amlan. So let's just save this and let's reload it, and there you go. And if I do name 1, save it, reload it, you can see. So these are all defined indexes like Amlan, Prashant, Dev, Runal. These are all defined indexes. What if I ask for index which is not there? So these are like 0th index, first index, second index, third index. See, if I type in 4th index, I save it and I try to print it out on the screen. You see, nothing happens because that index itself is not there. So an array index and the values assigned to it are the only things which can be printed out. Here we only have 3 indexes, and the third index stands for the value Renault which has been assigned to it. So array is nothing but key value pairs. Another point which I would be wanting to show is, like, we can also use the print r function, and the print r function is like any other function. We have the rounded brackets, and if I now print out the array variable, let's see how it looks like. I will also like do one thing. I will just have a line break there neatly, and you can see now the array has printed itself out. It shows that it has 3 indexes, and for each index it lists out the value. So the indexes, like I have told, in a non-associative array are like 0. It starts from 0 by default and goes up till that index till which we have defined the values. So here we have defined 3 values, in fact 4 values, so there are 3 indexes because indexes start from 0, and we can see the values which are neatly listed out. Hopefully in our upcoming tutorials we'll be further looking at associative arrays, wherein the indexes are also defined by us, and there's a relation between the index and the value which is assigned to it in some manner, and that's why we call it associative array, because there's an association between the keys or the indexes and the values which are then assigned to those indexes. Until next time, it's me, Amlan, signing off for the day. Thank you.